What's up, everybody? Welcome to the new series I said I will create, called Career on F1 2010, and we have the standings from 2009 where Button won the championship with Vettel and Barrichello close behind. I start 21st in the championship with Schumi in 23rd on his return, and my teammate Jana Trulli starts 7th because I joined Team Lotus, pushing out Heikki Kovalainen. There is full standings for you with Ayrton Senna's nephew Bruno joining the HRT team, rounding off the championship. As I make my last minute adjustments to my settings, that's what it looks like in a Lotus F1 paddock in 2010, and then I go back into my little building and adjust my race settings that I customise, and I will in a minute take you through my best quali lap, which was a 2:06.649, and if you hear out-of-sync noises, sorry about that, and I hope to get it sorted by the next race. Lots of gossip at the moment around Formula 1 at the moment, with HRT may become a Spanish national team after signing Pedro de la Rosa on a 2-year contract. Everybody was talking about the Raikkonen return possible at Williams, but now he has gone to Renault, which is renamed Lotus for next year, and as Lotus become Caterham. Suttler is the favourite to replace Rubens Barrichello at Williams, but still no answer about where Rubens is going to go. Or could Brazil have been his final race in his Formula 1 career? You can see in the first sector that I'm already up 6/10. So, this is the new F1 2010, as we convert to the original track when it should be back on in 2012 towards the end of April. But there is a lot of speculation about driver slots for 2012, especially at Force India, where now Raikkonen has gone to Lotus Renault. Next year means Suttler can go to Williams, and Nico Hülkenberg, which I was surprised he didn't get a race drive in 2011 because of his stunning lap in Brazil 2010, to claim his first pole position and the first for Williams in 5 years, over a second in front of double world champion Sebastian Vettel. You can see in the middle sector that I was faster than my previous best by 2.2 seconds, which was very impressive. As I come up to the finish line and complete my lap, which was nearly 2.4 seconds faster, and I qualify 17th, which is pretty good for Lotus, but I had a 5-place grid penalty, so I start 22nd. The grid is, if you can't read it, Webber, Hamilton, Vettel, Alonso, Massa, Button, Rosberg, Petrov, Schumacher, Suttle, Kubica, Kobayashi, Liuzzi, Barrichello, Hülkenberg, De La Rosa, Alguersuari, Trulli, Buemi, Senna, Glock, me, Di Grassi, and rounding up the grid, Karun Chantok. So, my first race, hoping for a good result. Glock in front and Di Grassi behind. The lights are up, and they're away, and we're underway, running down to the first corner. I think I've lost a place to Di Grassi now, and defending Hartham, Chantok, all contact with Senna, who into Buemi, I believe. I'm going to have to put my wing up into the up position. So 18th already, not the best start, but it'll do as I go around the new bit for 2010 after the race being cancelled in 2011, as the US Grand Prix was set to be axed for 2012, but now all systems are go again. Sky bringing out a brand new Formula 1 channel called Sky Sports F1 HD, which will be, I think, channel 408, where David Croft and Martin Brundle will commentate, with Anthony Davidson commentating for the free practice sessions, with Simon Lazenby, Steve Ryder and Georgie Thompson presenting, with Natalie Pinkham and Ted Kravitz as roaming pit lane reporters for next season. At the moment, 3 people are to be at the BBC for next year: Jake Humphrey, David Coulthard and Eddie Jordan. I was unhappy when Jonathan Ledgard left, so I'm hoping for a return for him on the BBC. So, in the final seconds, I'm already 3.8 seconds behind Buemi, partly because I've chopped half of my wing off. Round the final corner, I'm going to pit from 18th and to feed out in 24th, no doubt about that. And as I make my first pit stop, they change my wing. An okay pit stop with a wing change, 10.3 seconds. As I exit the pits, I'm a hell of a long way behind Degrassi, who was replaced by Jerome D'Ambrosio for the last season, and then gets replaced by Charles Pic, the young Frenchman, for 2012. But, again, back to Nico Hulkenberg. If I was him, I would have preferred to become a test driver at a midfield team instead of a full-time driver at HRT or Virgin, which I'm baffled by why Pedro de la Rosa actually went to HRT instead of staying as a test driver at McLaren. Last race, final race of the season, Webber went out with what he deserves, a win after being trampled on by his teammate Sebastian Vettel, who had dominated the season, with only missing out on winning 8 out of the 19 race victories in 2011. As we skip to lap 6, my options are out of grip, and I pit again trundling down the Sakia pit lane, as I struggle to get the primes on, which I can't in time, so I'll have to pit again. 4.6 seconds. Not bad. And Vettel's got what he deserved in Abu Dhabi, retiring after an unknown tyre incident and a faulty gearbox story that Red Bull made up to get Webber his first and only victory in 2011. So back to my race. Petrov is leading, but I'm guessing he hasn't pitted yet. I'm 6 seconds behind Tim McGlock, but I have one more final stop, I think. I'm so much off the pace because I have just had my pit stop at this time last lap. Alonso has not been impressed with Ferrari this year, but at the moment he has the longest contract he was in this year's Formula 1 season until 2016. There have been some rumours that HRT will become a Spanish national team, that McLaren and have done with Vettel and Hamilton, and the same with Mercedes. They have Schumacher and Nico Rosberg. I now skip to 2 laps after this. So, if you don't know the team and driver numbers for 2012 at the moment, are like this. Red Bull have 1 and 2, Vettel and Webber. McLaren 3 and 4, Button, then Hamilton, because Hamilton got erased by his teammate overall in the season for the first time in his career in Formula 1. Ferrari have 5 and 6, Alonso and Massa. Mercedes 7 and 8, Schumacher and Rosberg. Renault 9 and 10, Raikkonen and Grosjean. Force India, they haven't announced yet. They will announce it at the Christmas party, but I'm hinting De Resta and Hulkenberg. They will have cars 11 and 12. Sauber have 14 and 15, Perez. 14 Kobayashi, 15 Perez. Toro Rosso, they haven't signed anyone, but they have cars 16 and 17. Williams, they have Maldonado, and 19. They haven't announced yet, with Valtteri Bottas, the GP3 champion, test driving and will compete in most practice sessions next year. And Williams have the return of the Renault-powered engines. Lotus to 20 Trulli, and the other driver yet to be announced. But you may believe that Kovalainen is there, but I don't believe he has a contract signed at this stage. HRT 22 De La Rosa and the other driver yet to be announced. And Virgin, which will become Marussia after next year, will have 24 Glock and 25 the young Frenchman Charles Pic. And whilst I was talking about the teams and drivers, you enjoyed a lap of my Grand Prix. So next on my hit list is Bruno Senna again. Not going to hit him again, otherwise I'm going to have to pit again. So I skipped the final sector. Don't know why, pondering on that. Only 2 seconds off Senna now, but I think my tyres are worn, so I may have to fit this lap to put on a final set of options. But I do my fastest first sector. Another main F1 news is that Patrick Head, who has been Williams for so many years, since the 1970s I think, will have no contribution to any Formula 1 team in the near future, but will pop up occasionally at some races in 2012. Another thing is that BBC revealed which races that they're going to show live next year. The live races include China, Spain, Monaco, Europe, Britain, Belgium, Singapore, Korea, Abu Dhabi, and the season finale in Brazil. As I pit for the third and final time in this race. Really bad pit stop there by the Lotus pit crew. An 8.0, no, that's not good at all. As I rejoin, I think I may have been lapped in the stops. Was that Di Grassi? Not sure. At the moment, Weber is leading, and I'm trailing at the back behind the two Virgins. So I just had a phone call, so I've forgotten where I am. Yeah, here I am. Bernie Eccleston is saying that there will be no more European races in Formula 1, and that we will have the return of South Africa and Mexico, and one that has been confirmed, the Russian Grand Prix, to the light of Marussia Racing, formerly Virgin, and former Renault driver Vitaly Petrov. I can now confirm that white dot in front of me is Lucas Di Grassi. And now I show you the final lap of my race, and I am so relieved that is over. Those teams who have not signed any driver next year include Force India and Toro Rosso. Other spaces are included Williams, Lotus and HRT. At the moment in this race, I'm Alonso. I give up. I'm not going to catch Glock unless he spins at some point in the next few corners, but I guess But I guess I was never going to catch Rock in the first place. Anyway, Mark Webber starts the season in a positive way. He wins the first Grand Prix of the year as I am set for 23rd position. But I'm in a Lotus, and this was my first race, and I did put it on the second difficulty level out of 4, so there you go. So I can now confirm for you the results of the Bahrain Grand Prix were that Webber and Button came second, Alonso third, then Petrov, Vettel, Houghton, Rosberg, Suttel, Schumi, and Della Rosa rounding out the top 10. Massa, Kobayashi, Alguersuari, Liuzzi, Kubica, Barrichello, Hulkenberg, Trulli, Senna, Chandler, Glock, Makafuk, and last but not least, Di Grassi.
And I go over to the right hand side to go to the pit wall and celebrate because I've finished my first race, and I'm not celebrating at all in the cockpit. There's some statistics for you, but very disappointing race. I'm hoping to do a crash compilation over Christmas, and I'm not sure that I'm going to get one up before Christmas, and then I may just post like all the others after Christmas. I may post like loads after Christmas, but until then, peace out.